Hey guys, this weekend there is only one game in South Africa, and that is the Sharks versus the Bulls. The Stormers and Lions game that was cancelled due to a couple of COVID cases in the Lions team. So, Sharks versus Bulls, that is an epic one because there's a lot of Springboks in there. There's a lot of guys that probably missed out very, very narrowly, especially on that Bulls side. You have to admit, all of us thought there would be more than 4 or 5 Springboks in that team. So, let's see how these guys play, because I think there's a couple of guys that's gonna put their body on the line and play their hearts out, especially on the Bulls' side. There's a couple on the Sharks' side as well, guys like Kerwin Bosch, those type of guys that's also gonna play their best game because they are playing against Springbok opposition. Getting into the two teams, the Sharks, they have two enforced changes because of Springbok protocols. They have Mona and Mchunu. Mchunu just coming back now from the Cheetahs on his loan. He played really well there at scrum time as well. Probably one of the best scrummages when it was in the preparation series and in the Currie Cup last year as well. So I think this is going to be a good tournament for him now, or a good time for him to come back to the Sharks as well. They are up against two very strong scrummages. I think Steenekamp and Smith have been doing so well, outplaying two Springboks on the bench as well, in the form of Niakane and Kuboka not being on the bench this week though. Johan Grobelaar, he's at number 2 versus Kieran van Vuren. A big battle, both of them two younger hookers that are really impressing so far this year. Steenkamp at number 4, Swanepoel comes in at number 5 because Nortje moves from 5 to number 7. We haven't seen him play there yet. I was quite amazed that he missed out on that South African preparation camp now for the Springboks, but let's see if we can unearth another Pieter-Steph de Toey here with a lock moving to number 7. He is quite an engine on the park. Hiron Andrews at number 5 and JJ van der Mesht at number 4. That's also a good combination. JJ van der Mesht, he's kind of played a little bit better this season as well. Last year he was basically just this big bulky guy on the park. Now he's adding a bit of hands to his game as well. Then at number 6, Springbok captain Siya Kolisi versus another number 6 in the Springbok camp is Marco van Staden. Marco van Staden said there's nothing personal to this battle, but come on, I mean really, nothing personal to it. I think it could always be a big battle if it is two Springboks going up against each other. Ruan Nortje, like I said, at number 7 versus Bolly at number 7 for the Sharks. Marcel Coetzee, second game for the Bulls. He's captaining the side already. Last week he was brilliant for the team, just doing everything for them. Scored a couple of tries as well, if I remember correctly, and he just had a brilliant game there. He kind of has to show Rassie and Ninaber what he can do, and that he is fully fit and that he can fit into the Springbok setup as well. Up against Buthelezi. Oh yeah, and let me not forget, Coetzee used to be in the Sharks' setup a couple of years ago. So big game for him there. Ivan van Zyl at number 9. If the Bulls do lose, it is his last game for them because he does go to the Saracens after this competition. And remember, the team that wins here does go on to play in the final in Italy against Benetton. Then Hendrikse, who also I thought had to be in that Springbok setup. He's been the third best scrum half for South Africa, I think so far, probably the best one in South Africa at the moment. He's had a great year alongside Kerwin Bosch. Kerwin Bosch and him really have a good partnership going on. Bosch, is he going to be unsettled because he missed out on that 45-man squad? Is he going to have a horrible game because of that? Or is he going to have a very good game to show Morné Steyn what he can do and that he is better than him? Everything rests on how he is mentally for this game. Morné Steyn at number 10, just selected now for the Springboks. We know he is mentally strong. He is made for games like this. Cornel Hendricks at number 12. We know also he might be in the Springbok setup. There's a couple of other things around his story as well. Marius Louw at number 12 for the Sharks. Lucanio the captain for the Sharks, he's back as well this week around. Janse van Vuren at number 13 for the Bulls. Then out wide, there's two changes for the Sharks. Werner Kok, he moves from 13 to 14. And Fulmerk, he moves from number 15 to number 11. It was a little bit not too clear from the posts from the Sharks, but it looks like Mapimpi is injured. That's not good news for South Africa since we don't really have capped number 11s at this stage. Madosh Tambwe at number 14 for the Bulls. He's been very dangerous, scoring a bunch of tries for them. And then the strong running Stravano Jacobs always is a threat at number 11. David Creel, the tall number 15, also a guy to look out for. And then Fassi, dangerous guy on attack from number 15. He can slip through anywhere and make something happen. Then the benches, the thing that held me up and the thing that took so long for me to actually post this video, the Sharks only posting their bench literally on Friday afternoon after 4. Dan Jooste, he comes in at number 16 up against Skalk Erasmus. Looks like there's a bunch of injuries at the props for the Sharks because Nche and Dutoy was actually supposed to be rested this weekend due to the Springbok protocols, but they are on the bench. There's just no other props for them there. They are up against Jock van Rooyen and Niakane. That's a big battle when it comes to scrum time. Who gets the upper hand? Might favor the Bulls there, going on form at the moment. Reniel Higu, we know how he has been playing this year, just in stellar form at number 19. You'll see the Bulls, they don't have a lock at number 19. That's probably because Nortje is on the park on the loose forward. He can shift to the lock later in the game. So they have Miller, Ace and Nizam Kaur. Then James Venter still fighting back from his injury at number 20. Grant Williams, the little number 9. Also a little number 9 is Johannes for the Bulls. Clinton Swart versus Mani Libok against his previous team. Jeremy Ward at number 23. And then Hugh Aplon also still coming back from his injury. Guys, getting into a prediction here. The home team usually wins between these two teams. We know the winner goes to the final in Italy versus Benetton. Is it going to be the Sharks that is second at the moment? Is it going to be the Bulls that is the favorites? They have been top so far. All the betting websites are saying the Bulls narrowly. I also think the Bulls are probably going to win it narrowly just because they have a lot of big names in that side that should probably have also been Springbok. So I think the Bulls to win this one by 3 points. Let me know your prediction for this one down in the comments below. Also, check out these videos next to me. Hit the subscribe button if you do want to see more. And then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.